Pranav, Yuvan, Rahul, Manoj Kumar, Santosh, Sai Naidu. Only less students are there. Still, there are many students who are not present. Okay, graph-based questions. For tackling graph-based questions, just two things only to be remembered always, and those will be helpful in any graph-based question. One is area under the graph. Second is slope of the graph. So we already know from the basic mathematics classes that what is slope of graph if it is y-x graph. What is the meaning of slope? Slope means tangent at a point. So if I have to find slope at a point P of a curvilinear graph, then I will take tangent and I will find out the what angle that tangent of to that point makes. Tangent at that point makes with positive x-axis. Okay, if it is making theta, then tan theta will be slope. And this will also be equal to rate of change of y with respect to x, or dy by dx. Now, when y changes to velocity and x changes to time, then slope has what meaning there?
Acceleration.
The meaning will also change. Vt will become Vt graph, let us say we have, and then I will write the meanings of the slope. Slope will become acceleration if the graph is Vt graph. Acceleration. Similarly, if I change the slope of ST graph, what would it be? ST graph means displacement versus time graph now. Yes, S changes to, means this changes to, Y changes to S, and this is time, then ds by dt. So ds by dt will become velocity. What if I change it to acceleration versus time graph? What it would be then?
Velocity, sir?
No, not velocity. Rate of change of acceleration with respect to time cannot be velocity. How will it be velocity? Tell me. It says if this becomes acceleration, if it becomes acceleration and this becomes time, then dy by dx will change into, for 80 graphs, it is equal to dA by dt. How can you say dA by dt is velocity? That is not right.
Okay, sir.
There is a different name for it. We call it as jerk. No need to remember, but if you want to know, in case you need to know, this is called as jerk, rate of change of acceleration with respect to time. But we don't need to remember it. But this we should remember at least, that if acceleration versus time graph is given, don't start considering it as velocity. It is not velocity. It is simply rate of change of acceleration with respect to time. Whether you know its name or not, that doesn't matter. But you should know it is rate of change of acceleration with respect to time. That's it. What is the area under graph? Area will be, this is the way slope is dy by dx. Area will be y dx. Right or not? Area is nothing but y dx integral. So what that will be now? If I take our first case, in first case, what that y dx will become? That will become v dt. In second case, what will it become? Sorry, the first case it will become, yes, v dt only, correct? V dt. Second case, this is graph. Graph is vt graph. So vt graph has v dt, then s dt, which does not mean anything. It is not any significant term, not applicable. What it is here? A versus dt graph. Dt graph. Tell me, what is the meaning of velocity into time? Velocity into time is displacement. So it will give us displacement. Okay. What will AT give us? Area under AT graph.
Velocity.
And we are discussing one-dimensional motion. So we are considering here one-dimensional motion. It will give us displacement, although it is true, but it will be, remember, it is just 1D motion. Because in 2D motion, how many area I have to plot? Then it will be Vx into dt for displacement along x-axis, Vy into dt for displacement along y-axis. For 2 dimension, there will be 2 different areas representing 2 different displacements. But if it is just 1D motion, then I can simply say S. Acceleration into time, some students call it quickly answer. One quick answer they give, they say it is velocity, which is wrong. There's a slight difference, very minor difference, but that will be changing the answer, complete answer. Rate of change of velocity with respect to time is acceleration. Everybody knows that. And everybody knows that if I have to find, if I take acceleration other side, then I will be getting A into dt integral is equal to dv integral. But here they commit mistake now. They think integral of dv will be v. But remember, it will be u to v limit and 0 to t time here. So it will be not v, it will be change in velocity. So change in velocity is equal to area under velocity versus time graph. I have told it in the class, but you will again commit this mistake, I know from my experience. So I'm warning you, please, if possible, try to avoid this mistake. Remember, it is change in velocity. Why students commit this mistake? Because many times it happens that initial velocity is given as 0. The particle starts from rest many times. So they suddenly start remembering, because every time they will be thinking u is 0 only. So they start remembering that it means v only means area under velocity time graph. No, v will be equal to area under velocity time graph only in those cases where initial velocity is taken to be 0, not otherwise. So better you remember that it is equal to not velocity, but change in velocity. You may think,
Sir,
why this is somewhat different. Actually, we can think it is also change. It is change in position. It is change in position, but change in position itself is called as change in velocity. And change in displacement. Change in position itself is called as displacement. So we can just write it as S. But there is no such name for this change. We have to write it as change in velocity only, nothing else. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
sir,
Right.
for AT
Now-
graph,
Yes.
for AT graph, area is v minus u, no, sir.
For AT graph, area is v minus u. Yes.
Sir, then here we written area under velocity time graph.
Area under velocity time graph I have written here. What is this? That is displacement.
Sir, no, sir. Here v minus u, you
Down,
wrote
down.
area under acceleration time,
Time
graph.
graph.
You have to write.
Uh-huh.
You wrote
Oh,
velocity. time.
I wrote it wrong. My God, how stupid I am. Many times I commit such mistakes. Sorry. Acceleration, right? It should be acceleration. Thanks for pointing it out. It should be acceleration versus time graph. Okay. So next we have one example I would like to take here. Particle is moving with some acceleration, reaching the maximum speed, and then again retarding. They are giving total time of the journey is t. What is the total time of journey? T. And other than that, they are giving us acceleration for the first part of the journey. Let me give accelerations. For first part of motion, particle is executing uniformly accelerated motion. I am writing short form, uniformly accelerated motion with acceleration a1, and then it retards uniformly with retardation A2. Okay. What do we have to find here? Find the distance covered.
Sir,
Find distance covered.
sir, is the above graph V to T or A to T, sir?
This is velocity versus time graph.
Okay.
I don't need to plot the graph, by the way. If I give this statement, it is a detailed statement already given. Graph I'm plotting, but I don't need to plot any graph for this. In statement, it is clear. But yes, I have to mention one more thing if I want to just give statement only. It retards uniformly with acceleration A2 and comes to rest. And I have to say, for the first part of motion, particle starts with the starts from rest. That I have to mention additionally. That thing is clear from the graph. So let us consider graph also the part of the question. Without graph, we can't tell that it started from 0 and it ended up at 0 velocity. To find the distance covered, I need to know the area. What is the area under the graph?
Displacement.
Half of T into height of this, but I don't know height. Height is, this is not given. The Vmax is not given.
Yes, sir. It's
That is the displacement. So distance will be just magnitude of this. But problem is we don't know what is Vmax. That is the problem here. What we know here is, let us say this angle is alpha, the other angle is beta. Can I say tan alpha is equal to A1 and tan beta is equal to A2, right or not? Because slope of BT graph is the acceleration.
Yes,
For
sir.
the first part of the journey, acceleration is given as A1. So I can write tan alpha is equal to A1 and tan beta is equal to A2. I can write it. And I can also say the first part of the journey, let us say it is for T1 time, and second part of the journey, let us say it is for T2 time. Then I can write A1 T1. What is A1 T1? A1 T1 is Vmax or not? Velocity V1 is equal to U1 plus A1 T1. U1 is 0 plus A1 T1 is equal to V1. Similarly, can I say for the second part of the journey, final velocity 0, initial velocity is V1, and acceleration is A2, but it is retarding, so I should write minus A2. So I will be getting, or magnitude wise, if I want to write, then I will be getting simply 0 is equal to V1 minus A2 into T, and V1 will be equal to A2 into T2. Also, I know T1 plus T2 is equal to total time, right? So I have these three questions are enough to get the answer. Which three questions? One is V1 is equal to A1 T1, and that is also equal to A2 T2. How to get the answer using these three? V1 is equal to A1 T1, and that is equal to A2 T2. What I have to eliminate here? I have to eliminate T1 as well as T2. How to eliminate T1 and T2? Do one thing, write A1 upon A2 is equal to T2 divided by T1. Then add one both sides. What do we get after adding one both sides? Are you listening or not? A1 plus A2 divided by A2 is equal to T1 plus T2 divided by T1, which is equal to nothing but T by T1. This is how we eliminate this time. Now we get T1 here. Are we getting T1? What is T1 coming out to be? T1 is equal to
A2 by T into A1 plus A2.
A2 by A1 plus A2 whole into T. Right or not? Similarly, what would be T2? T2 would be A1 by A1 plus A2 whole into T. That would be T2. So we can get velocity V1 or from the first equation or from the second equation. What is V1? V1 is nothing but A1 into
A1 into T1, sir.
T1 means A2 divided by A1 plus A2 into T, because V1 was equal to A1 into T1. So we could get V1 from here, and if we know V1, that is nothing but Vmax also. So we can get displacement. What is the displacement? Displacement is equal to half of V1 into T, which is equal to half of A1 A2 upon A1 plus A2 into T. That is displacement. Okay.
T square, no.
The T square, sir.
Not
T square, sir.
Wait a second.
UT
T,
plus half
okay, one T was
T.
from V1 and other T is from the time T. Yes, T square, right? T square. T square, right only. Now I want you to remember one thing so that you don't take so much time to do it again. Whenever in physics, whenever, not in this case, whenever in physics, we get A1 T1 equal to A2 T2. What is A1 and T1? We don't care. These could be some numbers. For example, 8 5s are 40. What is 22s are? 2 20s are also 40, right or not?
Yes, sir.
Then I can simply write this thing as 8 into 2 upon 8 plus 2 into 20 plus 5, or I can write this thing also as 20 into 5 upon 20 plus 5 into 8 plus 2, you check it. Or I can write this thing as 20 into 8 upon 20 plus 8 into 5 plus 2. Can you check these three and can you see whether these are coming out to be same every time or not?
Yes, sir.
Every time same? Check it once. Eight fives are 40, 22s are 40. What is this one here? 8 2s are upon 8 plus 2. I think this will be same, but I don't know if I've committed some mistakes, so you have to check these all.
First one is correct, sir.
This one is correct, verified already. What about this one, second one?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Second one is also correct.
Second
Three
one
are
is also
correct.
correct. This is also correct. Any
Yes,
other
sir.
pair which we can form?
Yes,
Any
sir.
other
Correct,
pair?
sir.
All are equal, sir.
Any other pair which we have left, we can still form one more. I think so. I have taken 20 with 8, and I could take some
8
other thing
into
also.
5 by 8 plus 5.
8 into
5 by 8 plus 5.
8 into 5 by 8 plus 5 multiplied by
20 plus 2.
20 plus 2. You can check this one also. And this will be valid even if one of the numbers is negative. Even if one of the numbers is negative, then also you try this and it will still be valid. So it is really interesting and very nice result. And we will use it in many places. So here, for example, when they gave A1 T1 is equal to A2 T2, quickly this will strike in our mind that we don't know T1, we don't know T2, but we know sum of T1 and T2. Therefore, I could quickly write it as A1 A2 upon A1 plus A2 multiplied by T1 plus T2. And if we know that, then we would have got this answer in one step only, because
But the last one is
this
not
was
valid.
V1.
Last one
Last-
is not equal, sir.
Let us check all will be equal. Let me check once.
Last one
8.
is not valid, sir.
Okay, wait. Let me check once. Let me check. 8 into 5 is 40, and this is 20 into 2 is 40, right? No, this will not be valid. Oh, sorry, I did not. The correction will be from left, one number from left side, one number from right side. Don't make all both numbers from the same side. One number from left, one number from right. You could take any one number from left, any other number for the right, from the right. That way you should form the pair. Let me check. One pair is still remaining. That is
5 plus 2,
5,
5
5
minus
is
2.
2. 5 is 2 is remaining. 5 into 2 upon
5 plus
5
2,
plus 2 multiplied by
20 plus 8,
remaining 20 plus
8.
8. This you can check. This will be same again. Okay. Understood now?
It's same, sir.
Same only. And we are going to use it often, so it will be nice, wonderful result. Okay. Next we have how to find distance. To find distance, we should not use v into dt integral. Can I write it in area under graph only? I can write it in area under graph, but I have to add one more term there. Mod v versus t graph. Mod v versus t graph slope will give us something. That is also interesting thing which slope is giving us. That is called as a parallel tangential acceleration. Tangential acceleration. And other thing is area. V dt, that gives us, think what it will give us. Distance. Okay. So this is speed versus time graph. Mod v means speed. Speed versus time graph also is interesting. It gives us on the one hand, not the net acceleration, remember. Is it net acceleration? No. It is only tangential acceleration. What do we mean by tangential acceleration? Tangential means if a particle is moving in any curvilinear path, then at any place, if acceleration is in this direction and velocity will be tangential, then if I take component of acceleration, which is along velocity, then that will be regarded as a parallel. Parallel means parallel to what? A parallel is component of A either along V or opposite to V. Along V or 180 degree opposite also is same thing. 180 degree opposite to V. 180 degree is important. Or I should simply say either parallel to V or anti-parallel to V. That's why this parallel also comes. Either parallel to V or anti-parallel. Anti-parallel. That is means don't think that A parallel has to be in the direction of V. It could be backwards. If it is backwards and there is 180 degree angle, when it will be backwards, if acceleration is not in this direction, but if acceleration is also making obtuse angle with velocity, in that particular case, the component of velocity, component of acceleration along velocity will be not in the direction of velocity, but it will be opposite to the direction. That will also be regarded as tangential acceleration. Although it is a retardation, here the speed will be decreasing. We can call it as retardation. Okay. All right. So these are the all things which we need in our graph. One graph is I think still pending here, which I could have taken. That is also in fact I could have taken. Yes, one more case I can take. That is area under. Where should I add it? Here only I will make space for this. If I take acceleration versus x, x is like particle is moving, let us say along x-axis. The particle is moving along x-axis and I have to plot acceleration ax versus x graph. This also gives us something. What does it give us? Can you guess? What will ax into dx give us? Ax into dx I can write as v into vx into dvx by dx into dx integral. Is it right or not? You know, formula for Ax, third equation of motion. This third equation of motion, when we write, then we write acceleration as Vx into dvx by dx. We don't remember it, I think. dvx by dt is okay. That you remember or not?
Into dx by
Yes,
dt.
sir. Yes, sir. Yes,
You know
sir.
this, right? So then I can say I can multiply by dx and I can divide by dx again. Then I can say multiply by dx and divide by dx. Then it will become dvx by dx and multiply by dx and divide by dt. This thing, what is it now? Same thing as this only, but dx by dt can be written as vx. Then this thing ax becomes equal to this is important equation. How don't you remember till now also? Really? I don't know. I have taken 1 or 2 times before also, but it is very important. Learn it now onwards at least. I don't hope it to take it again and again now. This is very important equation. Ax can be written as vx into dvx by dx. Similarly, ay can be written as
Into dt, no, sir. There.
not dt.
And
In
down.
place of dx, it is dt now, sir.
Which one?
Integral,
The
integral.
denominator.
In the denominator, it is
Integral.
In the integral.
ax
Integral,
versus-
sir.
this one.
Yes, sir.
No, it is. If it is ax versus x graph, how would it be integration? Oh, what is area under y versus x graph? That is y dt or y dx. What is area under y versus x graph? Y dx. If y is changed to x, then it will be ax into dx only. What else it will be?
Okay, sir.
This graph is not with respect to time. This graph itself is with respect to x only. On one axis we have plotted. On one axis I have plotted ax, let us say. On other axis I am plotting x. That kind of graph I am telling you. This graph. This area will be found by integral ax into dx only. Okay.
Okay, sir.
What it will mean? Now dx cancels with dx. What we are left with then? We are left with vx into dvx. Can you now tell what it will be? Vx into dvx integral. Take the limits. Initial velocity ux to final velocity vx. It will be simply one thing. Vx square by 2 minus ux square by 2. That simple result, which I can also regard as change in kinetic energy per unit mass. If I multiply by mass, does it become change in kinetic energy or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
But change in kinetic energy, not in all possible directions. Which component of change in kinetic energy? Only along x-axis. Change in kinetic energy along x-axis per unit mass will be equal to area under ax versus x graph. If I want total change in kinetic energy per unit mass, then how many areas I need here? 3 areas. One with ax versus x, second ay versus y, and third one az versus z. Okay. Understood?
Yes.
Yes,
And
sir.
this term has no significance, so I'm writing not applicable. There is no such physical quantity which we can say is rate of change of acceleration with respect to distance, unless the examiner himself asks about such quantity. He asks what is the rate of change of acceleration with respect to distance. Then that I can get by slope of a versus x graph. Okay. To find a distance, how to find distance? Mod v. Mod is important here. How to find out integral of a such function which has mod also there? How to find integral for that, or how to take area for that? Let us say I give you velocity versus time graph, and it is something like this. Can you plot its mod v versus time graph? Mod v
Negative
versus
upwards, no, sir.
this negative portion will come upwards, correct only. So what this graph will be looking like? This way. This way. Wait a second. I think I should. Up to this it will come. Up to this it will come. Then it will go down, and from here it will rise up again. This will be the graph. If this angle is theta and this is also theta, then this angle will be theta and that also will be theta. This is how the graph will be. Now, area under this graph will be equal to this area here. This area I have to take to find out the distance. This area and this area. Or rather than, we don't need to change the graph, do one thing. Find out area in this case and take both areas as positive. If I want displacement, then I have to take upper area minus lower area. To find a displacement, let us say this area is A1 and this downside area is A2. A1 area and A2 area. Then displacement will be A1 minus A2, but distance will be equal to A1 plus A2. Understand? Okay, so we can get distance from this also, but in that case, I have to write A1 plus A2. This area also positive, this area also positive. But on the other hand, if we take displacement, then this area minus the lower area. Okay. Next, how to convert displacement versus time graph into distance versus time graph. To convert velocity into speed, what we have done? We have taken reflection about time axis. We are bringing this part above only. So we are reflecting it about time axis. The negative portion we are reflecting about negative area is reflected about time axis. But how to do it for displacement versus time graph is given, and I want to find. Wait, let me give it in this way, and this, and this. Negative is also there. Otherwise, it is not interesting graph. This way maybe. Can you convert it into distance versus time? How to make it into distance versus time graph? ST2 distance versus time. To do that, first part is same as this. Let us say this is theta angle. What angle this line makes with horizontal? Theta. What you are going to do next? This you should do. Distance will never decrease, remember. It cannot start decreasing. Displacement starts decreasing because we can start moving in negative direction. Then distance between initial to final position will decrease. So displacement starts decreasing. Always keeps increasing. It never decreases. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
So what to say? Have I taken reflection here? I have taken reflection again, but this time I have not taken reflection about time axis. To convert into this graph, what I have done, while I was converting here, I was converting. This is also conversion from velocity versus time to speed versus time graph. So that I have taken reflection about time axis. Now I have taken reflection about which line? This line here. Reflection about a line parallel to time axis. Which line I have taken that line? That line is that where the slope becomes negative. That slope again I have to make positive. Means I will never take In distance versus time graphs, we never have to take negative slope. Convert all negative slopes to positive to get distance versus time graph. First slope was already positive, so I had no problem. I kept it like that only. But second slope was negative. I converted it into positive slope. This theta is negative downwards. Then I converted it into upward theta, positive theta. Okay. Other example, one more example of distance, this displacement versus time graph. S versus T. Let us say it is like this, then this, then this, and then what would its graph be? Positive slope. Again, positive slope only, but with different angle. This angle was alpha. This angle is theta. This angle is alpha again. Theta is slightly lesser angle. Take that lesser angle theta, and then again same positive angle alpha, and then this. If it is already positive, then I don't change it. I make it like that only. If it is zero slope, I don't change it. I make it like that only. Only changes are made in which part? The negative part. Remember which part is changing. This negative part has to be changed. This became positive. Remaining is as it is. Okay.
Okay.
Distance versus time graph. Always like that only. Even if it is curvilinear graph. S versus T graph, if I make it curvilinear, like this, downward parabola shape, what would be its displacement versus time graph now? I have to change which part? This negative slope part. But I have to make it. I have to make it positive. This, sorry. This. It will never decrease, it will increase only. Let us say this is given as H, then this will go up to now. It will be 2H. Up to this part it was H. This is the graph. Or I don't have to leave these here. I will just write H here and 2H here. So displacement went up to H and then became 0, but distance became obviously not 0, but it became 2H. Okay.
Okay, sir.
One graph I want to make properly again, which is for displacement versus time only, but for uniformly accelerated motion. Or in fact, let me make several graphs for uniformly accelerated. Do you know how to? I have done this before or not? Uniformly accelerated motion graphs. Graphs for uniformly accelerated motion. Done or not? If not done, then let me take it now. Graphs for uniformly accelerated motion. How will the graphs be for uniformly accelerated motion if I take VT graph? What kind of VT graph will be? Uniformly accelerated motion means acceleration is constant.
Velocity linear, sir.
But in constant, there could be two possibilities, positive and negative. Graph will be linear straight line, but one will be for positive acceleration, other will be for negative acceleration. Which one is for positive? the black one. This one is for positive. What about ST graph? Two possible ST graphs are there. S versus T. For upward parabola, one possibility, and downward parabola, another possibility. Upward parabola means positive acceleration, and downward parabola means negative acceleration. In this also, I will divide it again into two parts, left side and right side. These are different. Left side is different from the right side. Right side, this part here. This side is representing speeding up. Speeding up means the speed is increasing. Speeding up. But left side is representing retardation. Left side is representing retardation. Can you tell why it is retardation? Observe, velocity means more slope. More slope of ST graph means more velocity. So as we are going along positive time axis, the speed is decreasing with time. On the other hand, when I already attained zero, where is the zero velocity here? This point has zero slope. If ST graph has zero slope, then this point represents zero velocity. As we start moving along this yellow line,
0.
then the velocity starts increasing. As we go towards positive time axis, the velocity is increasing. Means at, let me take A point here and B point here. A point here and B point here. V at B is greater than V at A. Right or not? Mod V. Mod V is greater than mod A. Although VB and VA both are negative, but mod VB is greater than mod VA. Similarly, if I take two velocities C and D, here C and here D, here C and here D, then I can say mod of VC is greater than mod of VD. So as the time is increasing, the speed is decreasing. Therefore, it is called as retardation. On the other side, as the time is increasing, as we are going from A to B, the speed is increasing. So it is called as acceleration or acceleration. Actually, the total is acceleration. This whole is acceleration curve only, uniform acceleration curve. But this is called as speeding up, increasing speed. How to tell which graph is speeding up in our VT graph case? This is speeding up. This part is also speeding up. I hope you are getting idea, but I am saying which is speeding up.
And deduct due to obtuse.
Not tan theta. Tan theta is negative in one case it is positive. Speeding up is for the case when velocity is positive and acceleration is also positive, or velocity is negative and acceleration is also negative. Means speeding up means V and A are of same sign. Then speed will be increasing. When the speed will decrease? Speed will decrease when V and A are of opposite signs. Retardation will be when when V and A are of
Different sign.
opposite signs, then there will be retardation. So in this entire graph here, this is also acceleration negative. This is also acceleration positive. But here velocity is negative. And here, in this case, velocity is positive. Here velocity is also negative and here velocity is also positive. This part, velocity positive, acceleration positive. This part, acceleration negative, velocity positive. Yellow part is speeding up here. Yellow part I am indicating by speeding up. This yellow portion. In both cases, that is indicated for speeding up, increasing speed. If still confusion remains, I recommend you convert velocity versus time graph to speed versus time graph. Quickly it will become clear that in which case the speed is increasing and in which case the speed is decreasing. Convert it into velocity versus time graph. Sorry, speed versus time graph. Then you will understand automatically. Okay. So can you remember this thing? That in displacement versus time graph, it is upward facing parabola for positive acceleration. And displacement versus time graph is downward facing parabola for negative acceleration. Can you remember these things? No?
Yes, sir.
Learn it. Learn it. Upward facing positive, downward facing negative. Next we have, so we can convert now what we have learned so far. We can convert velocity time graph into speed time, displacement time into distance time, and we also know how to plot displacement time graph for uniformly accelerated motion. Those things we have learned. Now we can, I think time is also over now. Up to 5. So maybe remaining things we can do in the next class, and unfortunately let me check once how many are attending. Just 36 members are attending only, and in that AL sir is also included and I'm also included.
Sir, send the notes, sir.
Notes I will send on.
Sure.
I will send.
Sir,
Yes. Yes, you want? Say.
nothing, sir.
Okay then. Okay.
Sir, morning class conducted, sir.
Morning I have conducted classes. I have conducted morning class also.
Sir, morning you conducted class, sir.
Yes, I conducted. You are not aware of that?
Sir, you have any theory notes for the theory for kinematics, sir?
I will check if last year students are able to provide me. Then I will
Yes,
send
sir.
those notes to you. I will ask them. Otherwise, if not
Okay,
last
sir.
year, then maybe last year students if they are able to provide. Okay.
Okay,
I
sir.
will give it to you. Okay then.